mechanical lion robot was designed to move forward 50 meters, stop, and then roar up like a lion. And then his chest would open and flowers and lilies and doves would fly out in tribute to the king.
Wow. One of Colorado's most fascinating exhibits ever is returning to Denver, this time with a really exciting twist. Yeah, Da Vinci and Michelangelo, titans side by side. It's making its world premiere here in Denver at the Glitter Dome. The Glitter Dome Event Center in the Rhino Arts District, such a cool area. That's happening this Friday, November 27th. Not only can you interact with Da Vinci's machines, there will also be a live theater production. We just got a little sneak peek there,
cool.
comparing
really cool.
the artist's work on the stage.
Yeah, so joining us now is your tour guide. Yeah. And man that you just saw on video. I didn't know it was
you have such
that
presence to
Who was that handsome young man?
It was you, Mr. Mark Rogers. He's actually the mastermind behind this museum theater. And I didn't know you were going to be the actor presenting it all.
Well, I can't tell you everything up front. I got to give something.
Who else could do it? You're an expert when it comes to
first of all,
these.
buongiorno, welcome. We couldn't be any happy to be back here to Denver. We actually, the Da Vinci Machines exhibition has been traveling the United States for the last 4 years.
Oh, wow.
And it started in LA, went to St. Louis, we were in Denver, we were in the last 2 seasons in Florida, and it's now in Atlanta. But now we're bringing it back. Denver was the absolute best spot of all the places that we've gone so far.
Yes.
But what we did was we combined. And what we did, the more that we found out about Da Vinci, the more we found out about Michelangelo, the more people wanted to find out about it. And so we put together this whole production, this multimedia production.
Yeah.
And it's movies and animations, and we talk about how they were brought up and how they viewed themselves in life, and because it wasn't all a cakewalk for Da Vinci and Michelangelo, and they actually hated it. The funniest part about it is most people.
I love hearing about their relationship.
Yeah, they hated
these
each
two
other.
geniuses living at the same time,
I know.
and they didn't like each other. That's surprising.
And Da Vinci was tall and handsome, gregarious. Everybody wanted to be associated with Da Vinci, and they said that he even sang beautifully.
Really?
Michelangelo,
Really?
yeah, Michelangelo was kind of small, kind of diminutive.
Yeah.
He had what we would call today this angry artist syndrome. They said that Michelangelo had a temper on him that he could unleash at any time, from servants all the way up to popes, and did.
You know so much about this, and I'm sure you make it exciting for all age groups. I'm sure kids love this, right?
Well, everything that they said, everything Da Vinci did and Michelangelo did applies to us today. Everything. They were both vegetarian. Can you imagine? They knew how to take good care of themselves. Their work ethic was unbelievable. They had, like I said, Da Vinci, he named and numbered his clothing. He always believed that it should be dressed, you look impeccable, be 100% best every minute of every day. But Michelangelo he actually slept in his clothes. He was disheveled and slovenly.
Wow, you're going to learn
And
a
going
lot.
back to Da
But
Vinci,
Paul
I mean,
starting
this is
to
one
play
of
with
his
the
machines. I
things,
couldn't keep my hands off of it.
I know. He was the most prolific inventor of all
Yes,
time. He had
this
over
is Da Vinci.
44,000 drawings. His applications are unbelievable. They say there are 2,500 of his designs, inventions, and theories we use every day in our modern day life.
Really?
Okay, now a little test. One little test.
A lot of them look so archaic, but you say we're still using them today.
Oh my
in
God,
today's
yes.
age.
Is this an example of what you're talking about?
That's the can hammer that we use. Oh, that's his ideal city that he wanted to bring our lives to the next level. Everything Da Vinci did, everything that he said was to help you and I. This part here, we show at the exhibit that the designs out of his ideal city 550 years ago, they used for the Star Wars movies.
Wow, are you serious? It does kind of look like the Star Wars movie.
That he imagined, Da Vinci designed something 550 years ago that we're imagining for a civilization 2,500 years in the future. He designed the first multi-level housing. Also in Denver, they're going to appreciate this. The jury's still out on this one a little bit. The streets of Milan were so crowded, he designed the actual one-way street.
Really?
Should we thank him for that one?
I'm not sure I'm going to thank you for that.
I don't know if we should thank him for this. But this design here, he called the worm screw. Guess why they call it the worm screw? Well,
Worm screw.
It looks like a worm.
Okay.
But we call it the corkscrew mechanism.
Gotcha.
This we use, the application of this design, they use it in cranes and elevators. Cranes and elevators, we use it in car differentials, in
You
car
said
steering columns.
musicians even use it.
And yes, this design is if all musicians out there, this is the tuning peg for every guitar, bass, cello, banjo, ukulele, and mandolin.
We do use it every day. You are like a ball of energy. Like, you got to come see this guy, right?
It's so exciting. And you know what? And you can imagine during the show, I get a little animated.
You think?
No, I get a little. Okay, this is good. What, you want a Thanksgiving
quick,
joke?
we got a few seconds.
We find out what the first thing Jesus said at the beginning of the Last Supper. They just uncovered that.
What?
Everybody that wants their picture taken come to this side of the table.
Really? You're going to learn so much when you go.
Thanksgiving's tomorrow, so everyone's a picture taken, come to this side of the table.
Thank you, my love. You're going to be fantastic. So you can see the first performance of Da Vinci and Michelangelo, Titans side by side, on Friday evening at 7:30 p.m. The Museum Theater runs through New Year's weekend at the Glitter Dome Event Center in the Rhino Arts District, and that's at 3600 Wynkoop Street. So visit KWGN.com right now, click on deals to get a $40 gift certificate to see Da Vinci and Michelangelo Titans side by side for just $20. Seating is limited, so once you purchase a ticket, you're going to need to call the box office to make those reservations.
But it's worth it.
Yep.
And coming up on Colorado's Best.